I don't think it's the easiest thing in the world to do, but I think this song does it very well. What's up, friends? My name is Kevin Visay. I'm a singer, a songwriter, and a producer. Today we're going to be looking at the album Motordrome by Mo. Mo is a Danish singer-songwriter who makes electro-pop music. I first heard her music on the Major Lazer song Lean On, and I thought, wow, she's a really good vocalist. And I've since listened to all of her albums. I've enjoyed all of them, some more than others. I think she's gotten better and better. Brad Pitt and Goosebumps were both great, so I'm excited to see what this album has to offer. So let's check it out. I also make electro pop. If you want to check out my take on it, I have an album called Giovanni. Links in the comments section.
Oh, gotta stay strong, gotta stay strong. But when I see you,
I love that string riff, and I love the moments when it leaves and you get that electronic in there. I think the strings sound phenomenal. The vocal hook over them is really cool as well. Mo's really killing it on Kindness. Get it?
I'm in love with your kindness, in love with the mystery.
I love how in this later chorus, the vocals take up more space. You know, they have more ad-libs going on. They have more just like distortions, changes in how the vocal is displayed. It's cool.
In love with the mystery. Oh, well, I'll be burning up.
Kind of feels like I'm being thrown into the mix. I kind of enjoy that. It feels like a mid-album track right at the beginning, which is cool. Yeah, good song, lots of excitement. I like the fusion of classical instrumentation with modern pop vocals and electronica. I think she pulls off some really cool sounding vocals in this track. It's well produced. I'm not in love with the algorithm. It's just like not my preference as far as parts go, but it's not bad. Overall, I like this track though. I think it's a good start, and I'm excited to listen to more. By the way, if you haven't subscribed, please do. It really helps. Thanks. Live to survive.
I live to survive another heartache. I live to survive.
Kind of like a dark 80s vibe, similar to The Weeknd's latest album in my view.
I live to survive.
Be a cool feature, by the way. Like that matchup feels right. Weeknd and Mo.
I live to survive another heartache. I live to survive.
I like this breakdown that just has the piano and vocals. It's cool. I like how the vocal ad-libs add an extra layer to it. It's rad. Mo takes what could be a generic female empowerment breakup song and just adds this great energy and life and soul to it with her vocals. Also, the production really adds a cool element to it. Makes it feel dark and driving. It gives it kind of a modern disco vibe. Yeah, one thing I like about Mo's vocals is there's not always perfect enunciation and clarity, but that character of the vocal makes the lines sound more special than they would in the hands of another singer. Wheel Spin is next. I really like this second verse when the acoustic guitar comes in. It's pretty brilliant. I feel like the sonics of it with her vocals and the atmosphere that's created, vocal ad-libs included, it's just excellent.
Some say I'm living wrong.
It adds an interesting percussive element to the mix. Cool song. I feel like this album has not had a dull moment yet, and that song emphasizes that. A lot of really cool fusion of elements. I feel like the electronica with the electric guitar and acoustic guitar made a lot of sense. I like the fusion of organic and electronic elements. I don't think it's the easiest thing in the world to do, but I think this song does it very well. I tried to do something similar on Giovanni with La Donna, where I had the electric guitars come in with this very electronic electro-pop atmosphere, and it's hard to get just right. So I have a lot of respect for this song. Again, the vocals are phenomenal. I love the breaks in her vocal. Her tone It's great. Just a good song. Cool to Cry is the next. Almost reminds me of Thousand Forms of Fear, Sia.
It's cool, I think it's cool to cry.
I really like the heavy pitch correction as well as the
You can leave them out in the open.
vocoders used in the vocal effects.
Why you keep your feelings on the inside? I think it's cool, I think it's cool.
I love how they give a lot of space in this songs. The instruments aren't involved in every single moment. You have the guitar doing like down, 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 but it's not doing it all the time. And then the boop, boop, like the fluty sounding synth isn't in every single moment either. I feel like there were a lot of ear candy elements. Every instrumental supplied some sort of ear candy. I like the vocal production on it a lot. And the main hook was good as well. The and it's interesting because when you put that melody by itself, it feels a lot more poppy and like it'd be more in a bubblegum atmosphere. And so it's interesting to see it in this darker context. And I think it works really well. It adds this interesting contrast. Youth is Lost.
Don't you wanna watch us taking wings and fly? You can fool me, a scene dream in your eye.
That break on is so cool. I also think the moments in between vocals are really cool. There's like acoustic guitars that come in. They just have interesting instrumentation and builds.
They were deep, yeah, like Ariel, I was speechless. Watching waves crashing.
I really like that line. Just like Ariel, I was speechless. I think that's a Danish fairy tale too, so it makes a lot of sense.
Youth was lost, life's a rush.
I really like when they strip down to just the vocals and the acoustic guitar. That's a cool moment. I feel like it really emphasizes the power of the electronic elements in this song by taking them away, you know? And it makes me question, what would this song sound like acoustically too? This album to me is sounding the most polished of Mo's records. I feel like there was a lot of time spent on the little moments on this, which really pays off. There's just constant interest and intrigue throughout every single moment of every single song. A lot of really cool vocal effects and vocal ad-libs. The beginning of that song, I was thinking, I don't love this song because I wasn't in love with the opening instrumental hook. But as the song moved and progressed, I thought it was fascinating and I was into it. Okay, next song, New Moon.
Bringing me down, down, down. Bringing me down, down, down. Bringing me.
Definitely the catchiest song so far.
Over you, bringing me down, down.
That bringing me down, 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 bringing me down, down, down. Brilliant. The New Moon part, both really, really catchy.
Don't you know it's a new moon?
The second chorus is a lot better than the first chorus. I feel like they're adding cool vocal elements to it that I didn't hear the first time around, so I enjoy that. It's a cool song. I think a lot of the songs give me the impression of, oh, you know, this is a really good record, but it may not be a great song just on its own. This song, I would say, is a great song on its own. I think the record wasn't quite as ambitious as some of the other tracks on this album, but that may be because they were so focused on bringing out the catchiness of the primary melodies that they didn't want to distract with any interesting elements in the production or in the other instrumentation, which is a fascinating choice. I think the bass line worked really well. I liked the moments when harmonies entered into the mix. I liked that it wasn't every single moment. They found appropriate times to do it to emphasize certain vocals. The panning was great on those harmonies. Brad Pitt's next. Brad Pitt's great. Excited for another listen.
If we never make it, I'm okay with it. I'm your Juliet, you're my
I really like the addition of a vocoder coming into the chorus. I think it adds this dreamlike quality to the chorus, which fits really well. I've never paid close enough attention to that guitar solo, but it rips. It's simple, but it's makes the point, you know? It's one of those that I could play, but I wouldn't have the same technical finesse with it. So I dig it.
Spinning around for you. Keep spinning around for you. Spinning around for you.
The addition of that arpeggiator at the end is really good. I think this has been the best song on the album so far. It has the same catchiness of New Moon, but it has that same instrumental ambition that I've heard throughout the rest of the album. I think it's a good encapsulation of what this album provides. Good electro pop it's just my jam. Like, I think that's my genre, you know? That and probably emo. Goosebumps.
What do you do? It's been a good while since I've seen you. We're getting older.
I like how this simple piano ballad becomes so much bigger because of the vocal ad-libs that add this crazy electronic element. And then how that synth introduces the chorus. It's all really good.
I never thought something could hurt as much as it does when love is over.
That crack in the vocal on When Love Is Over. Oh, oof.
Give me goosebumps, give me goosebumps. Get yourself back in the moment.
I don't know if I love the intro to the chorus, the come on, easy rider, lift your voice up to the sky. It's good, but it's not my favorite. But I really like the give me goosebumps. I think that's great songwriting there. The melody just sounds a lot better to me. A lot of really cool vocal elements used throughout this song that I think really help it to shine. On a lot of albums, the slower piano ballad type songs can bore me. They feel drab, in my opinion, a lot of the times. And this stays away from it by having such rad vocal production and a really great vocal performance in general. So, yeah, a good song. Hip Bones next.
Come let your fears be free. Unlock my
Probably the smoothest song on this record so far. Less ambitious than some of the others. But the second verse sounds cool.
with me. Push the one side love with a rough.
I do like the ooze going on in the background vocals. I think they add something cool to the song, for sure. Cool. The least electro pop sounding song on the record so far. I don't think the rock approach went hard enough for the switch in instrumentals. I think she could have done a little bit more with it if she would have stuck with that electro pop theme. I don't know if I would skip it necessarily, but it's just not my favorite track on the album. Smooth sounding though, for sure. Punches, last song.
Let me roll with the punches. Reach the threshold.
Cool acoustic guitars, really intense percussion, makes it feel epic and final.
Cause we just roll with the punches. Reach the threshold.
I like the shouted vocals. We just roll with the punches. It's cool. That percussive switch up at the end is really fun. The rad. Rad ending to the album. The strings come in at the end, echoing what was done at the beginning, making it feel like a full loop, a full circle piece of art. Good messaging, you know, just keep on moving, roll with the punches. Great way to end as well, having that perseverance vibe in a song. Harley and I are releasing a similar perseverance vibe song with Jock Jock soon. Make sure to follow us on Spotify. Yeah, good album. I liked it a lot. It's probably something I'll listen to quite a few times through just because I really like the electro pop feel. It's nice to have an album that, you know, when I'm just looking for something to listen to, I can turn on and know I'll enjoy it thoroughly all the way through. Maybe not my favorite songwriting in the whole world, but it's still good. It's not bad songwriting. It's just maybe not my favorite production-wise, though. I loved it. Every second was just really, really cool, except for maybe Hip Bones. But, I mean, 1 song out of 10 not being my favorite, that's not a big deal. And I'll probably still listen to it. It's not like Dull Scythe from Nurture by Porter Robinson. Really fun album. I really enjoyed it. Make sure to subscribe if you haven't already. Please do. Check out my music. I've got lots of it. Lots more on Spotify and Apple Music than I have here on YouTube, but still a good collection here on YouTube. My group Jock Jock is coming out with a new EP February 14th. Got the pre-save link in the description. And if Mo is watching this, thanks, Karen. I feel bad that the Karen insult exists, if only for your sake, because you've made another great project that I enjoyed thoroughly. And that's it. That's all I got. Catch you on the flip.
It's all fun till we fall apart. It seems great till we're breaking down, breakdown night. It's all fun till we fall apart. It seems great till we're breaking down,